Hello everybody and Happy New Year and welcome to my year in review of my channel Attack from Down Under. So I'm Keith and I'll be talking about my favourite releases from this year 2023, what I've enjoyed over the year. So I'll just start off with this time last year. I was listening to Megadeth's new album, and there were rumours, I think it was confirmed anyway, that there was going to be a new Overkill album. There was going to be Metallica were going to bring out a new album this year. So we're sort of looking forward to hearing that and different other things. So I was just looking forward to what was going to be coming out. I'd started my channel in February. I'd been watching everyone else's videos a long time before that. So this year was coming up next month. I've been doing videos for a year. So I'm just going to take you through my best of, basically the releases that I like the best this year and the stuff I've been listening to. So the first one is War Remains by Enforced. This is a 32-minute album with 10 songs, crossover thrash from Richmond, Virginia, in the US. So there's only like two tracks more than 4 minutes on here, and this is packed with just aggressive metal attacks and many good moments on this. Will Wagstaff on guitar. That's the singer Knox Colby. He just keeps everything going at a good pace. Zach Monahan on guitar. Ethan Gizard on bass. And Alex Bishop on drums in this. So this was a great release for me that I picked up. I just have to say the guitar tone on this is amazing. Right away, I just really like the guitar tone on here and the guitars. There's the guys, cool pose there. And just the songs, The Quickening, Hang by My Hand, and Avarice, War Remains, they just flow together so well. So like I was saying, there's no tracks more than 4 minutes. It's just concise and gets the job done, and then that's it. Hang by My Hand. Wow, what a great song that is, and great guitar work on there. There's like just twin guitar Slayer type riffs on that. So that was one I liked. Enforced. War Remains. That was so another one from this year. So this is Ahab, and the title of the album is The Coral Tombs. So this was a recommendation from Roger Kjorvik on his channel. So I streamed this first. I thought I wouldn't like it. Perhaps it might be a bit heavy for me, but for some reason I just kept going back and listening to it again and again and again. So this is on Napalm Records. It's a German 4-piece funeral doom type band, and this is their 5th album. And it is sort of they like to interpret old maritime sort of novels, classic novels. And the one they're sort of doing a homage to is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So this thing is evil sounding. And like the blackness of the ocean depths. There we go, there's the cool gatefold. So it goes from gentle, like ambient type music to moody, death-like doom music. Daniel Droste is on vocal duty. So he takes you through sort of like an underwater setting, and there's lots of like effects on it. And it just leads to sort of like a climactic type end with the maelstrom at the end. But the first track, Professor Aramak's Descent into the Vast Oceans, Colossus of the Liquid Graves. It's just really good. So this artwork here, this really good artwork here, is by Sebastian Jerk. Captures the whole theme of the release. And there's a mix on here of great moody arrangements, guttural sort of singing, and there are some clean moments. There's some, like I say, an ambient sort of well arranged pieces on here as well. That keeps me interested. It's just changing all the time. I don't like it when it's just in the same rhythm. This is something I can get into and really enjoy. Changing all the different pieces, mood changes. It's not just the same all the way through. So one of my best of the year would have to be Ahab, the band, and the album is The Coral Tombs. And I'll just show you some of the vinyl from that. It's got like a thing there. Going into the depths of the ocean, I guess you could say. Okay, my next one is from this band here, which is King Gizard and the Lizard Wizard. So these guys did this album. It was based on some heavy metal jam sessions. They're hard to pin down, these guys, because they do all sorts of music. Really good musicians. They have done done a thrash crossover metal album before, and that one was called Infest the Rat's Nest. I've got that as well. They did a good job with that. But this is their latest release. This release they released this year. It's called Petro-Dragonic Apocalypse, or The Dawn of Eternal Night. And if you think that's long enough, it also goes on to say an annihilation of the planet Earth and the beginning of merciless domination. Anyway, so that's King Gizard and the Lizard Wizard. So the lead single from this album is the song Gila Monster. So the concept of this is about humankind, witches, and they create this massive lizard monster to cause total havoc. I don't know if they're going to do more albums in this style, but I think they pulled it off. So after seeing this band live this year, I had to include this album in my end of year list. I saw them up close. You can get as close as you like. When they played to big crowds, but I could have got up as close as I like, and so this year, my favourite concert of the year would have been seeing King Gizard and the Lizard Wizard in my hometown. They played in my hometown, so you can't get better than that. And enjoyed their releases from this year, and like this release. King Gizard and Lizard Wizard, I'm not going to repeat the whole thing with the band, but that's the album. there. Right, so I bought about 10 to, roughly between 10 to 15 new metal albums this year that came out this year. So it makes my end of year pick probably a bit easier than some of you guys that might have picked out, I don't know, 30 to 40 metal releases in this year. I've streamed thousands of hours of music. A major part of that music was recommendations from other YouTube channels that I subscribe to and watch a lot of. And it is a big advantage because if I was to order these releases, for the time it takes to come to New Zealand, I'd be waiting months, and then most of the time I just forget that I've ordered it or something like that. So I know it's a dirty word, I know it's a swear word, but I do stream a lot of stuff because I can watch someone's video and then immediately listen to what they're talking about if they're on streaming services. So it's like instant gratification type thing. So looking at my most streamed list, because every year, if you're on Spotify or something, they send you a thing that's all your statistics. So that's what I'm going to use to show you what my most listened to and also my most ones that I've enjoyed, and some of them I've picked up just from streaming them and enjoying them. So one was Metal Church Congregation of Annihilation. So this was one of the most ones that I've really enjoyed this year. It's their 13th album, and it came out through Rat Pack Records with a new vocalist, Mark Lopez. I really like the title track. I don't have a physical copy of that one. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I'm waiting for it to get a bit cheaper if I grab it. But it's one of the most heavily listened to albums of this year. Another one was a band called Nordic Winter, and they did a release, This Mournful Dawn. And so their music is was one that, in my statistics that came through, my yearly statistics from last year, was one I listened to a significant amount of time as well. So Nordic Winter is a Canadian depressive atmospheric black metal, apparently created by just one guy, and the guy's name is Yves Alia. He also calls himself Evil Villan, and so all the vocals and all the instruments were done by him. And the way I sort of describe it is atmospheric blizzard cold music. So it sounds like you're caught in the middle of a blizzard. It's done really well. And the another song of theirs that I liked a lot is the Forested Despair, and that came out in 2020. So I really like that guy, that artist. I was introduced to him by Liam, the Death Doom channel. So I think that's sort of my area that I like with. So I'm pretty new to it. The area I like with black metal is like the doom, very atmospheric type music with clean vocals, and as well as blackened vocals. So that's the sort of area I think I will go into investigate more this year. But my most listened to band, according to my statistics on Spotify, was apparently Gravedigger. So I'm just going by what I've listened to, the most listened to, and all that. With Overkill not far behind, it was very close between those two bands. So the next three albums of the year that I'm going to talk about are the ones I've streamed multiple times, many times, as well as getting physical copies of them. So first one is Obituary, Dying of Everything. This is the 11th studio album, and these guys are legends, obviously, on American death metal. They delivered another great album this year. I don't know their past catalogue very well, but just going from this, I will definitely need to listen to more of this band. But they were like new to me. They delivered a great album. Of course, it's John Tardy. Barely Alive just kicks things off with a massive kick in the teeth. Great guitar work on that. So this, yeah, like I was saying, this is the only thing I own from them. It's got, in this release, it's got the 3 original members from Obituary. I know they've got a long history that I don't know too much about, but I will probably dive into that when I've got the time. And Terry Butler's on here as well. He's got like lots of metal credentials as well. But that was one of my albums I streamed first, and then I bought a copy of it and liked a lot. So my next one is one that will be on a lot of people's top year-end lists, and it's on mine as well. And one I streamed a lot first before I bought, but I do have their last album. So this is a one-man black speed metal band formed by James McBain, and like I was saying, I have The Affair of the Poisons as well. So, but this is a massive step forward for them from that release I was telling you about. So the central theme is about like supernatural Scottish folklore, and I'm just finding the more I listen to this, the more I can hear little things in it that I like, little snippets of things, of guitar parts and vocals. I miss, when I just surface heard it. So it's Hell Ripper, Warlocks, Grim and Withered Hags is the name of the album from Hell Ripper. Should I mention that first? Get carried away. So the title track, Warlocks, Grim and Withered Hags, yeah, it's great. I actually quite like some of the ones on side B at the end as well. But just a solid album that came out this year on Peaceful Records. That was one I had to pick up. Yeah, like I was saying, Peaceful Records. And also streamed, but don't really know as well as some of these other albums. Some Autopsy and some Cannibal Corpse, but I'm going to be listening to them more as we go into my holiday season where I've got time. But yeah, Autopsy put out Morbidity Triumphant as well. That's just a flyer from that Hell Ripper release. Right, so like I was saying about stuff that I listen to, my top song of the year that I listen to the most, it's not even close to any other heavy metal songs, and the song was The Surgeon. It's my most played song of the year according to Spotify, was the song off this Overkill album, Scorched, and the song was The Surgeon. That came out way before this album came out, in advance of this album. And this album, Scorched, this is their 20th album from Overkill, New Jersey band, a band I really like and enjoy. And probably my top album, this would be my top album, I've got to say, from 2023. So I tried to order this album through lots of different means, and it was a grueling wait to have the actual album in my hands, but it was worth the wait. Really enjoyed this album. Really cool artwork on it as well. Gatefold from the guys. I've got a lot of their other releases. One of my favourite thrash bands. So yeah, just starting off, Scorch is a great song. Surgeon I like. Twist of the Wick. And you go right back to the last side. Bag of Bones, another great song. So this has got to be one of my top of the year. Another band that picked up is this Inflamed. Name of the band is In Flames, and the album is Foregone. So they'd been with other record labels, but they re-signed with Nuclear Blast to release their 14th album, and this is Swedish heavy metal. So I was introduced to them through this release here, which is called the Jester Race. This is their second album, released in 1996. So when I ordered that Ahab album, Coral Tombs, I looked to see what else they were selling, as the postage would be the same whether I bought 1, 2, 3 albums. So I picked up this In Flames because I hadn't listened to them in quite a while. So really liked this album. It's dead heavy album. Melodic death metal, and it makes my top albums of 2023 list. I'll show you the gatefold on it. There we go. Foregone's the name of it. What else I got to show? Just insert there, cover artwork. Go. And so it's on this sort of thing. It's a glow in the dark release, but it's the only one I could get. And so it's well known in the vinyl community that the glow in the dark vinyl is probably the worst sounding. If try and avoid any sort of glow in the dark type of record, but I don't actually mind it too much. It doesn't sound terrible. Maybe they're getting better at that sort of thing. I don't know. So that was In Flames, Foregone, another release. So just a quick honourable mention right at the end. Have to be Metallica, 72 Seasons. So I loved their last album. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I loved the last album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, that came out in 2016. Probably because I've done a video of it. I don't know if they sent a copy of by mistake or what, but I got the box set. They managed to send me the box set for the price of like just an album like this. So I had the special box set with all the different things in, extra CDs, extra coloured vinyl, extra. So that might have had something to do with it, but I was really looking forward to this because, like I was saying, I like the last release. So this is the 11th release. Before this came out, they played Lux Eterna. I still like that song. Didn't like Screaming Suicide as much, I have to say. So now this release, if I was going to pick it up now on vinyl, is actually less than half the price. You can pick it up for quite cheap. because I don't know if they didn't appreciate, they might have over-ordered, thought that the interest out there was for this big band Metallica, because it was available very quick. But I don't know how many people bought this, but it's you're able to get this like really, really cheap now. I didn't jump in straight away and buy it. I just waited my time, and because that's what happened with the last album. So this one here is a bit different. It actually matches the artwork, which I like. It's sort of a smoky black, yellow type thing. So I do still play that from time. I think it's a solid album from them. You know, as they're getting on with age, they've just put out whatever they want, and I did enjoy that one. So that's just an honourable mention. So I'd just like to say at the end of my video, just summing up the year. Thank you for everybody that's watched my videos. Thank you for you guys that are commenting and interacting a bit with the comments. That's what I enjoy the most, the interaction in the comments. And thank you for my friends on the other channels that I do a live stream with, Steve, Rock and Metal Invasion, Dan and Off the Charts, and Kevin and Sonic Boom TV. We do our own sort of combined effort on the Off the Charts channel, the once a month. Last thing, if anyone's watching this and they want to start up their own channel, I encourage you to do it. Like I was saying, I've done it for a year and really enjoyed it. And if I can do it, anyone can do it. And now is probably the best time to do it because there's a metal tag going on, and that's just a great way to introduce your channel on the heavy metallurgy website. Just look for that, type that into YouTube, and you can put in a video answering those questions. Great way to introduce your channel. So I just encourage other people to have a go. All you got to do is just talk into your phone, which is what I always do, and blather on with whatever I've got to say at the time about music. So just thanks, and I'll see you in my next video.